Hello. What's going on, guys? We're here. Oh, I need to. Um, I probably ought to change my monitor so that I can actually see the game. Um, yeah, this is the moment that many of you have been waiting for a number of weeks. Um, yeah, we're getting closer. I think this time we're gonna do it for real. I have spent uh, all day, all afternoon today, doing absolutely nothing besides practicing this fight. Nice me. Oh yeah, thank you. Springtime. Been watching the news about Ukraine, and I now don't think the Type 10C CIV will be in Discovery Season 5 for some reason, sadly, as I was looking forward to assuming they were going to be in Season 5. Or it's Type 10, Species 10C Civ. Yeah, well, we'll see. I feel like we're getting close to getting some answers. I don't know how we couldn't, but you may be right. You know, on the other hand, you may be right that they keep it as a tease. But yeah, that me is the same one that I've had pretty much since like 2009. Oh man, yeah. So all reliable. Okay, I'll try not to get too close to the mic because it can pick me up perfectly fine. Yeah, I didn't even watch no tutorials or nothing. We're jumping. That's right. We're jumping right into the fight. Might need to. There might be periods of silence where I need to just maintain focus naturally. I'm trying to figure out where I want to be positioned in my chair to get the best view because the mic is now in front of me, whereas it was not before. Ah, I missed that counter. It's been a few hours since I've last fought or last attempted this fight, but as you can see, I've got more tanks, more health, more everything. Not quite to phase 2 yet. Getting better at that. Alright, we're at phase 2 now. I should be using storm missiles because they're intended, but I am still skeptical as to whether or not it's more useful since they take a minute to load. Can get to phase... Ah, crap. I can get to phase 3 fine without them. It just takes a little bit longer. Yeah. That was a blast. That shouldn't let happen. Cool. Phase 3. Oh, I can't skip this because I haven't saved since I got it the first time. Yes, I've been getting better at sliding. And turning into morph ball form. Now, alright, now phase 3 is where things are continuing to fall apart because, you know, I've only had so much practice today with it. Okay, missed that counter. This attempt might still die for various reasons, but that's okay because we've gotten much further than we usually do. Ah, crap. That one missed. I need to stop doing that, using the stupid storm missile. Okay, that was a good attempt, though. Ukraine is becoming a major crisis right now. Yeah, it is. Russia's mobilizing. That's awesome having a me that old. Yeah, I think that's pretty impressive to keep one that long. 2010 maybe more accurate, but you know, same thing. Is this new? Did this come out before or after Super Metroid? Is this on SNES? This is definitely not SNES. This is Metroid Dread. This is the new one. Unless you're being facetious. Ah, missed that one. Ah, missed that counter again. Seems to be difficult for some reason. Oh, crap. It's alright, I got plenty of health. Still not to phase 2 just yet. That's okay. Okay, phase 2. Come on, dude, die. That was a mistake. Cool. See, it just takes a minute. Mistimed that badly. Okay, I think, alright, this attempt is definitely dead. We don't have anywhere near enough health to finish him off. Okay. Yeah. Alright, I might as well just let him kill me. Alright, I need to get... JK, thanks for streaming. Yeah, I figured. I need to get where I'm comfortable because I'm like looking at my monitor at a weird angle, and that I don't need extra, like, you know, complications like that to, you know, throw me off. Use my articulating arm for its intended purpose, which is to extend out. Alright. Yeah, so that was not as clean. That was not as clean of an attempt, but, you know, we can do better. Almost a phase 2. God. Not yet, apparently. Okay, this has got to be it. cool. I don't know what that was. Ah. Not using storm missiles, they take too long to load. Come on, man. Might have to use storm missiles on a future attempt if this doesn't go well. There we go. Okay. That was definitely a missed counter. What's up, Phobia? Oh my god. Ah, shit. I missed those two counters. I got thrown off because I hadn't seen that before. I was like, what is going on? Shit. Ah, man. What's up, Robert? Oh, that was the that was the closest I got. That was the closest I got. Okay, so that was a hearty attempt. I just my mind blanked when I had that cutscene, but we'll we'll get it. We'll get it. Is this the toughest boss in the game? Or if this is the toughest boss in the game, I'm assuming you're saying which phase is the hardest? Definitely 2. Although I would say 3 has its challenges for sure, even though it's a lot like 1. But that said, I can get through 2 pretty easily without taking a massive amount of damage. And I need to stop talking because I need to focus. Whoa. Yeah, see, I'd always miss that counter. Ah, need to jump higher. And I missed that again. Alright, this attempt is not going well already. But maybe we can regain health. If we can, we'll be good. Okay, I'm getting up there. This boss takes a ton of focus, indeed. Almost back at full health. Alright. Kind of a long phase 1 because I've been playing messy. Back at effectively full health. Phase 2. Gah. had a good old controller freak out. Damn it. Fuck. I'm entering phase 3 with less health than I'd like. God damn it. Storm missiles, I fucking hate them. Oh my god. Nice. Jesus. I'm trying to think. I'm just trying to focus in case there's anything else I need to do. Anything I need to press. I know I'm fighting the X parasite. It was the gamer energy. Close your eyes. How about no? Whew. Damn. Wow. Yes, it was the gamer energy. It absolutely was. We're not quite done yet, though. My final form. Everybody's final form. And it's gone. Alright, so now it's a matter of finding the way back. It might not be that way. Or maybe it is. Did I just waste some time? Do I need to use a bomb or something? Here we go. Cool. Take those. Ah, come on. Okay. So it's just a matter of getting all the way over here, which we absolutely can. beam block destroy anything now. Excellent. Oy vey. Can I not open that door? I need to go. Ah, shit. Wasting time. What do I... Okay. Well, actually, how? Did I make a wrong turn? No. That's the only way I can go. Effectively. Access closed. Try using the beam to find hidden paths. Ah, Jesus Christ. Ah, okay. Never mind. Although I think that definitely cutting it close as shit. Yeah. Okay. It's not straightforward. Well, isn't that convenient? I seriously doubt that this is the way. Yeah, okay. So we'll have to figure out what the actual way is. Snark and Sass, how's it going? Thank fucking God it didn't take me all the way back to the actual last save point. Okay. Well, I mean, we've got time to, you know, figure it out, I suppose. Okay. Getting into the Emmy room, I think, is still going to be, like, the correct move. That was a waste of time. Use the beam. You have no need for power bombs anymore. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. I see. Still access closed. Yeah. Okay. Maybe this way. Still think I'm painting myself into a corner here. But maybe not. Maybe I'm just being super duper pessimistic. Okay, I think this is new. Okay, alright, it's right up here. Excellent. Ah, come on. Nice, nice. Nice. Okay, it's still up there. So this is still kind of a tight squeeze. We might not make it this time. Okay, we made it. Christ. You can shine spark up the long way up. Okay, well, hopefully we won't have to. Congrats. Now try dread mode. There will be a speed run one day. I don't know if it'll be on anything but normal. We'll see. I'll work my way up. Cool. All right, now let's get the hell out of here. Was that the cleanest gameplay? No. But we did it. Whoa, okay, credits. That's Metroid Dread, folks. It only took us 300 years. The X were grateful? Seems so. Fantastic. All right, good stream, guy. No, seriously. This stream is just getting started. I did figure it would probably take me, less than an hour to get here. Can the X feel grateful? Do X have emotion? We might have to explore this in a alien biology video essay about the X parasites. Coming soon to Orange River. Well, I have a headache. I don't know about you guys. I have a headache, but we won't let that stop us from, going back in and, getting some more items and stuff. Post-game 100%ing, is that like something that you get just right after you go through the motions of this final fight and credits? I think the bird still had some of himself left in him. Yes, I agree. Orange River, what did you think about your first ever Metroid game? And it was an event. It was an adventure. It was difficult. It was not easy. None of this was easy. I really love the exploration. The fights, obviously, can be frustrating. Take a lot of tries, a lot of practice. But now that I've gone through this, and I just beat Ravenbeak. It only took me the equivalent of 4 hours, a little less than 4 hours combined. No, actually more than that. probably 5 or 6 hours because you guys didn't see me practicing off stream. So like almost a quarter of a day between this and the last stream, but we did it. And but yeah, all the other fights, I can't remember exactly, all the strats that I would need. I would have to brush up on those again if I did a speed run, or if I did another attempt on different difficulty. We'll see. Yeah. So, but I had a blast. I'm glad that people enjoyed it, and yeah, it sounds like the kind of stuff you would say at the end of a multi-hour long stream, but literally we're just getting started. We're going to go back and 100% or just get close to 100%ing. We got some shine spark blocks to break. I love the MIDI music if it was played on a Casio keyboard intended for kids. My sister had one back in the 90s. Yeah, the retro vibe is absolutely welcome. I mean, obviously I feel like this game is like a celebration of the Metroid franchise, and as far back as it stretches, the last canonical release, the last release in the story in the franchise, I believe is from like 2002, right? Is that far back. It's been 19 years as of when this game was released since the last story installment, and yeah, it's impressive. Metroid is a very difficult franchise, especially for Nintendo franchises. Yeah, you tend to forget that this is like a Nintendo product, and it doesn't. Arguably, it doesn't feel like it because Nintendo games have a certain feel, definitely more family, oriented mechanics that young children can grasp, fairly easily. This is not that. This is not that at all. It's a sci-fi story though, and that's why I have enjoyed playing it on here. Although my hope is that you guys would understand if I wanted to start playing more like Mario and stuff on here, because it's the same company. Ooh, final post-credits cutscene. Clear time 15 hours 23 minutes 33 seconds. No, I can't. It's got to be more than that. How is that as a time for a casual playthrough? Is that bad? Is that slow? Would you do another one in the future? Oh yeah, absolutely. I really think a stream of Super Metroid would be fun. Not even full playthrough, just the first part or something. Really is the best one in the series, I think. I will have to definitely play some more of the Metroid games on this channel, because I think that Metroid has a place on this channel, has a future. What do you think about Futurama coming back? I think I like the show. I think it'll be interesting to see what kind of storylines to come up with. It is the fact that John DiMaggio is not returning as Bender. We'll see how I feel about that. I understand both sides of the equation when it comes to or both sides of the issue when it comes to his, he wants to be paid more, right? And all the actors have agreed to certain pay rates to come back for this new season on Hulu, or I don't know if it's on Hulu or if it's actually going to be on cable, but on the one hand, we're talking about an employee. Oh, this is some fantastic artwork. Metroid Zero mission. Hard mode unlocked. That's a good one. All right, we'll come back to this. On the one hand, I can understand people who say just take the money that they're offering you and come back and voice the character. Everybody else agreed to the same rate. But on the other hand, he is an employee. He is a person who has you know, a certain income standard that he, you know, would like to maintain, and I can understand that. You know, if you're getting millions of dollars to do, you know, this versus a few extra $1 million to do that, like, you know, does it really make that much of a difference? I think there's arguments on both sides, but I don't know. I might watch it. I definitely think there's a merit to Super Metroid playthrough. I'd really like to hear Orange River thoughts on Zero Mission. I think we might go with that one first. Something that is shit people should not be nostalgic about. I mean, the fucking would-be music now. Russian peacekeepers entering Ukraine. Yeah, there's, like I said, they're definitely mobilizing. We need to keep an eye on everything that's going on there. So funny, the fusion suit has been one of my favorite Samus's suits ever since 2002, and then the dread suit happened. How are you, Tyler? I'm doing fine. I feel pretty good. I just beat Ravenbeak. That's an accomplishment. It's several weeks in the making. You unlock another hidden artwork for every subsequent playthrough of the game. That's a recurring feature of Metroid games that I've always liked. Awesome. Yeah, like I said, I do have a little bit of a headache, but I powered through it, didn't I? With the power of some drugs. Destroyed Ravenbeak. Yes, I did destroy it. I finished him off for good, as the title of the stream says. Oh yeah, so we've come back, and this is where we just saved. Obviously, you know, we beat, we destroyed him. If I go back up the elevator, what happens? Do you just fight him again just for fun? Like, I'm curious. I hate cyborgs. I hope y'all agree. I don't know too many in my personal life. The ones that I do know are, you know, it's a mixed bag. You find them again, yeah, I figure as much. So you've now unlocked access to the toilets. Should be. I mean, you know, there's always something behind these, you know, these flashing blocks and these, you know, things that I don't know why every time I stream I have to move the stupid friggin' chat window. Yeah, there's still lots of the map to uncover, and you know, and obviously the flashing areas are not like the only areas that have hidden secrets. Yep, you just load your previous save, which is before the fight, same as always. That's also why your playtime is only 15 hours. It's just your saved time, if you get what I mean by that. I gotcha. God, I hate those spider things. I can never counter them at the right time. But you guys are in for a treat, because like I said at the top of the stream, even after I destroyed Ravenbeak, the stream's only getting started. We've got all kinds of areas in the map to fill in, and that's what today's primarily going to be. So we got a lot of Shine Spark areas. A lot of what you call it, the speed booster blocks. Curious how much of this you can fill in. Oh wait, I think I've filled this in before. It wasn't on a save though, and obviously there's just nothing you can really do, you know. So, but we're gonna go one by one. Let's actually look at the maps. as you can see, several of these areas are already like over 70% filled in. I feel like Ferenia has got, you know, some of the most stuff that we can, you know, grab that is going to be new for us. 2 missile tanks. I'm trying to see, is there any speed boost blocks that are blocking access? Yeah. So we're going to try and learn some of those today. And then I think in Dyron there's this neat little area which veteran Dread players might be familiar with. I'm not one of those, which is why I haven't gotten this energy part yet. But yeah, I need 4 energy parts to make a new tank, I believe. And what else? Gavaron, what else we got? We got some flashing areas and some other areas of the map to explore. Got some speed booster blocks. Trying to just see what else. I guess we're going back to Gavaron first, just because that's where this path is going to take me. So let's go ahead and worry about that before we worry about that about anything else. We might be going in a weird order. I guess there's a teleporter I could have used. No, there's not here as far as I can tell. Oh man, I got weather related like bone or like muscle, what the hell am I trying to say? Just stiffness, right? Weather-related muscle stiffness. $6 Million Man and the Bionic Woman are cyborgs, though. I like them. Yeah. I think they are virtuous. Then you are a fool, Robert. I'm $6 Million Man, says Braxis. I just finished the NCC 1701 model a bit ago. I think it turned out really great. Gray mix was pretty accurate to the original color. That's fantastic. I've got some models that I have that I'd like to paint. Maybe I could do that on a stream or on a video. Favorite ship, yeah, mine too. I think Zero Mission, it would be great on-stream experience. Definitely much easier than Dread, but it gives you a little taste of fighting Metroids themselves and a very cool secret post-game event. Yeah, I think that would be great as well. It would be it'd be nice if we were just getting started doing Metroid video essays. Play Sonic, maybe so. Maybe so. I'm not opposed to that. Yeah. Making Beyond Spaghetti. Okay, springtime. Let us know how it is. Makes you wonder what happened to Samus lost access to her suit while stranded on an alien planet. It's an alien planet. Is there air? You don't know. Pressure in the air around you affecting your bones and joints. Yes. Yes, pretty much. And giving me a headache. We went just right back in the same area where we were. Okay. That's acquired. That's acquired. Let's get to where the flashing area is first and foremost, and maybe we can meet some friends along the way. Looky here. Here's a missile tank and a storm missile box. It looks fairly easy to get. I don't know why I don't have it right now, because I've been going all over the place. All over the place. I'm not the $6 million man. I'm a $6 million man. That is a excellent distinction. Yeah, yeah. I think the best game to play would be Metroid Prime. It's nice and different from the 2D games, so it would be a whole new experience both to play and watch. I think that would be fun as well. Um, hello. That was weird. Been watching some Star Trek fan films on YouTube, and I now worry that because you're a Southern man, a lot of fan films from the South. Yeah, it's funny. Vic Mignogna, I don't know if is he from Georgia. I know they shot continues in Georgia, and he worked with a lot of people like the guys that did Farragut, I believe, were in Georgia. I think I might be mistaken about that. Okay, so Storm Missile Box, got to get that from the other side, maybe? Or am I missing something? Yeah. Do you access that from over here? I think you might. Ah, I see. Okay. Yes, we do. Staples. That was easy. The box is not what needs to be shot. Yeah, I noticed that. $6 million man can drink cheap booze. I only liked the 2D Metroids. That's a valid. That's a valid opinion. Did I read it wrong again? What the fuck are you talking about? I read it right the second time, I think. I got so many other chats I gotta get through. But you need a Wii or Wii U? Oh, well, I have both. I have both. The Prime series really needs to be remastered. Both the original GameCube controls and the Wii motion controls are unintuitive in their own way. That being said, Orange River would love scanning the environments in Prime for lore. You got it. Being constantly broke, that's a superpower. My superpower was resistance to dietary distress from repeated visits to Taco Bell. Oh my god. That's very true, Fo, but in a way I think that's almost passable. The games don't really require super fast movement. At least it felt like they don't. The GameCube version, I played the GameCube version using the controller. Same with Super Metroid. Yeah, I suppose I could, see how I felt about it. I'll have to come up with a system for deciding exactly what. I think Zero Mission is probably the next logical Metroid game, but coming up with what games are going to be played next on the channel. We've got an eternity to pick and play some of these things. Come on. Alright, so somewhere in here. Okay, it's these speed booster blocks. Alright, I couldn't figure out for the life of me how to access these. Okay. I'm gonna get as big of a running start as I can, except I need to have the door open. Okay. That was poor. Okay. I need to probably flash shift, right? That's the one thing I wasn't getting right the first time when I did this. I fell to the ground. I lost it. Does flash shifting doesn't like, undo the shine spark, right? Ooh. What happened? Okay, because like I get here, so you see where these are, right? I get here, and I want to hold B down and hold the left stick, but it takes me like straight into this wall because the blocks are too high from where I am. So I'm just curious how that works. Read it slowly. I'm not the $6 million man. I am a $6 million man. I read it right the second time. I think. Yeah. So okay. So yeah, I'm obviously missing something. I'm used to the GameCube controls too. Though if the Prime series got remastered for the Switch, I would happily take dual stick controls over single stick. Same. I like the live talks without the gaming better. You can pay attention better. Well, I guess we did talk about this on a previous stream. I'm willing to answer any question that y'all have got. I mean, sometimes, like when I was doing the fight, like I had to focus because otherwise I wouldn't be able to finish that. But by exercising patience, one could have waited till I was okay. I feel like flash shifting like doesn't work in this instance. You could you know catch me when I'm taking a break like this. I mean, I'm catching up on chat right now. But I hear you. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like there's no difference between gaming streams and non-gaming streams. Yeah, I feel like that doesn't do anything. Yeah, Death, I will do what I want on my streams, thank you. I have absolutely noticed the difference in turnout. Yeah, see, by the time I get there, I'm just not able to destroy them. Engage in ASMR mode, I'll try my best. As we know from the Mario Odyssey speedrun race, Orange River is a rare motion controls enjoyer, so I think Wii version of the Prime series would be his preference. Yeah, I have started to use like the Joy-Cons in the holster for my Odyssey playthroughs because I actually realized recently that playing with motion controls only is insane. Sabraxis, I'm just gonna stop trying to read it. You get a point if you know which episodes of MST3K. I'm not good with acronyms. I don't know what that is. The Southern Man is from. Have to give me some hints, man. $6 man. Is that okay. Never mind. I have to get through all these chats. I'm sorry. So, Death, you can also choose to not watch this stream. And maybe unsub if you want to. Because I like doing gaming for some streams, and I like chatting every now and then. I do enjoy chatting quite a bit, actually. Are cyborgs human? Should we treat them as such? I think so. I think by definition, because cyborgs are part human, right? That they're gonna, I think it is gonna be like an issue, like legally, that we have to explore one day. All right. Yes, I'm perfectly aware that my gaming streams have smaller audiences than my regular live streams. Thank you. All right, the wildlife came back in there. I think I might want to probably explore some other areas. The difference between Tyler's biggest and smallest streams are statistically relevant. It literally makes no difference. Yeah, I mean, largely, it's only like a difference of like hundreds, and that's not like monetarily. That's not really gonna make that big of a difference. Yeah, which is why I do feel comfortable doing more gaming streams often than I do non-gaming streams. Sorry if I am being a dick, but I just really don't like people telling me how to operate my channel. All right, let's see. I feel like Berinia. What have we got left there? Any good Trek games? Now that is a good question. I don't know. Obviously, I know that Star Trek Online is going to be like something that people are going to want me to play at some point in the future, and I'm not going to rule it out at all. Of course, there are some good Star Trek games I'm sure I could play. I feel like some of them are going to be on like consoles that might be a little bit of a pain to hook up to this. Although I have done Wii U stuff on here. Are you on hard mode? I am definitely not. I'm on normal. I just got through fighting Raven Beak, destroying Raven Beak, and we're just attempting 100%. I don't think we'll reach that tonight by any means, but we're just exploring. All right, here's another area where the Shine Spark is going to be relevant. Speed booster. Trying to see if there's anywhere else. Just suggestion, but you should also make your YouTube videos that your subs want. Well, the thing about that is I hear my audience, of course, and I love to take suggestions. But something that my core audience, being that I'm a small YouTuber, something that my core audience wants, is not always going to be what is going to, get me the most reach, which is part of my growth, right? So, yeah. And I think we don't have to worry about him anymore. Thank you, Phobia. I hate to be like the kind of guy that points out when people get banned, but just shut the fuck up. Oh man. Got a little bit too successful during the last calendar year, and I'm drunk on power. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it would be different if he were phrasing what he was saying in a way that he was also not being an asshole. You know, like if you're an asshole, I will respond in kind. I've learned, I learned over the past few years that I don't have time to let people walk all over me. And will this affect my reputation? Maybe. I don't know. I don't care. Alright, it's in this area. It's going to be these speed booster blocks, but... Oh, crap. Do I have to go around? I guess I might have to. Yeah, okay. Anyone excited for Elden Ring? I know a lot of people are. Ask Phobia because he just got through with his Sekiro video, editing his Sekiro videos, and it's now live on his channel. It's doing well. Check it out if you haven't already. It's very good. Even as a non-Dark Souls fan myself, you can't help but just not appreciate it. Or you can't help but just appreciate it. Alright, this is the exact same area. I feel like I feel like we're not really getting anywhere with that, so I'd like to maybe travel back to Dairon. See what else we got there. Oh yeah, that's going to be the one that's somewhat easier to achieve. You should, you must, you need to. I think you'd be surprised how much a person can do whatever they want on their own channel. Exactly. Only Foxy Orions can walk off on Tyler. Oh, man. Well, you know, it is true. I did establish the precedent. Yeah, like, you know, I that's something I don't mind, you know, speaking about this. Like, you know, taking suggestions has been absolutely crucial to my growth, right? The Transporters video was a suggestion, and it's done pretty well. One of the next few videos, or a few of the next few videos that I have planned are suggestions and from my audience, and I have high hopes for them, and I think they will also do well. But again, you know, and it's easy to miss the logic, right? Of like you're, you know, doing what only what your audience wants, or mostly what your audience wants, even when you're a small YouTuber. It's like, well, okay, but there's also different metrics that are, you know, that govern, you know, what is going to be the most, you know, valid for growth. So yeah, I didn't really appreciate the way that he was phrasing what he was saying is all. Yeah. Thanks for the plug. Oh, absolutely no problem. You will care once you see that your average video count dropped down to 3,000 per video. I think that I think that's not going to happen. Yeah, I do want to. Speaking of that, Sabraxis, though, I mean, you know, obviously, like, I have, you know, tried to keep an eye on what some of the big channels like Certifiably In-Game and Trexpertise and whatever are doing wrong, you know, these days to not encourage, like, their audience to, you know, to watch. I think that people ought to understand my position on that. I'm trying to get... Maybe I just need to go to a teleporter, but I can't find the closest one. I'm trying to get to Dyron and the path that I need to take. Is it going to be... let's see, there. I can go through here. Right. Okay, I don't know how I missed that. Yeah. Okay. Just guess I got a little frizzled. Is that a... That's a total recharge station. I probably ought to visit that. In Terminator 2, just how was the liquid metal T-1000 sent back in time? After all, it was liquid metal. That's a good question. I actually might want to do a video at some point about the science behind the Terminator franchise. That'd be interesting. I've actually been a Terminator fan for a very long time, believe it or not. All right, there we go. That was a long way to get around to this, travel point. I know exactly what I'm going to do in Elden Ring. I want to try the crazy new bloodletting attack, so it'll drain your own health to deal damage. I think the starting class is called Bloody Wolf. Wow. People don't know what they want. Yeah, exactly right. I mean, they don't know what they want. I mean, and again, no offense to anybody. I'm just being genuine. Like, you also don't know exactly what kind of video is going to be a hit necessarily until you release it, which is the case for, doing it both ways, doing some experimenting while also doing some, formulaic stuff. I hope I wasn't too hard on that guy, but I just, just like, be better, Phrase your things more nicely, and you'll get better results. I keep losing height on that. Time travel science, good luck. Yeah, that's a good point, yeah. Okay, it ran out. I could feel it. It ran out. Yeah. Kind of want to have a faith build because it seems so powerful, but I want to swing a sword if I need to. So it's magic or faith or strength, and I can't choose. When's the Among Us video? I guess it's kind of valid. I'll think about it. It ran out as soon as I got up here. I could feel it. Exactly, Orange River. We've talked about this in private, obviously, but I've already covered every Souls game on my channel. I'd be done if I was unwilling to cover other franchises too. Exactly. My audience just asked me to make the same videos over again. Why? I strongly agree with gimmick play. People don't know what they want until they see it. Trying new stuff is good. Exactly. Oh, man, it ran out as soon as I got up here. You just have to be very fast. Damn it! As soon as I get up here. I've followed channels that were YouTube legends some 5 years ago, accumulating hundreds of thousands of views per video, and today are semi-forgotten, drawing less than 5,000 per video. Yeah, and like I said, we've definitely talked about that. Okay, what am I doing wrong? Because I'm getting up here. Am I just running out of time to do the Shine Spark? Yeah, I hear you for sure. Obviously, you want to be loyal to, your audience to a degree. And, you don't want to, like, drive them away or anything. So, I mean, I love making Star Trek videos. And I know that's mostly what people want, right? It's mostly what people want. And you know, we've talked in the past, Subraxis and Phobia and all of us, about how I would like to also start making just more like hard science content one day, and the risks that do come with that, right? Because as Subraxis, as you said, and I think it's accurate to point this out, that breaking into that community is a tall order. You know, it's kind of, you know, it's not oversaturated, but it's difficult. We'll see what the future brings, you know. I feel like I'm getting up there, and I'm just running out of time. You may have to shine spark into that ramp to reset your timer. Ah, okay. All right. Well, that's going to be not the easiest thing in the world. Huh. Where do I do that from? Where would I do that from? Would I do it from, I can't do that in midair, can I? I'll have to check out all your videos soon, Phobia, and prep for Elden Ring, of course. Yeah, he makes excellent content, Jake. Is it cool if I give Jake a link, Orange River? Absolutely, go ahead. Ah, shoot. There was no way to predict that my Super Metroid video would have gotten 500,000 views. It just did randomly. I've had failed experiments too, but that's no reason not to try. Yeah, exactly. I want vids that make you think, and you're good at it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You could also keep wall jumping with just the speed booster active. It's another strat. Huh. Already sub? Excellent. There you go. As per my observations, the competition among science fact YouTube channels is even tougher than among Star Trek folks YouTube channels. Yeah, it would have to be something I do purely because it's a passion project, right? Yeah, I don't know what the best way to tackle this is. Huh. Keep wall jumping with just the speed booster active. I forget exactly what you have to push in order to trigger a shine spark in mid-air. It's probably just still a stationary B and then direction, right? Huh. Yeah, I would figure as much. Wait. Okay, yeah, I kind of messed that up because I just kept going. Yeah, okay, I was doing that. I did a stationary B, but obviously I kept jumping. Or start running from the elevator area to the right. That might work better. Huh. You know, that's not a bad point. I don't know. We're talking about like over here, right? Suck at Shine Spark mid-airs. It's not easy, yeah. I feel like... Huh. Okay. This is a maybe. I keep... Not giving myself enough room. Oh, okay. Not quite. I don't know. I feel like that might be harder. Because I still have to, like, wall jump, right? A little bit. Oh, crap. Damn it. Where's the jetpack when you need one? Exactly. If you could, see, I get up here in time, and I just lose it. Oh, man. I'll try it a few more times before just moving on to something else, because I don't want to get too repetitive with that. Maybe you can't do it once you start somersaulting. It's so rare that's necessary. That's possible. I mean, I feel like I looked up how to do it, and so if I could media share, if I could, if I could share my screen. Hold on, let me pull up the web browser. Well, that's tiny. You can't really see it very well, but if we stay on here, they shine, or yeah. I think it's just a matter of timing, which is weird, right? Just looked at a vid, you were doing it okay, but you need a mid-air spark into the blocks. Oh, okay. Well, I still feel like that might be difficult. I always press shoot and B to activate it in the air. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so it's about not not stopping on the platform. This might take a few attempts. Also, I need to, like, actually get up there. I keep like knocking into something. We'll get it in a few minutes. The input for a spark is pretty hard. Yeah. Well, if we don't get it in the next few minutes, we'll at least have a little bit more experience under our belts. I get up there and I just choke. Actually, well, it's not even so much I'm choking. I'm just like slipping almost. Okay. I tried. I actually tried to do it in midair, but we'll try it a few more times. You have to shoot to break out of the somersault before you can do it, so it ends up being 2 B presses. So, like, so, okay. Huh. We'll see. We'll see how intuitive that is for me. Okay, I tried. I tried it there. I tried it there. Break out it. Yeah. Break out of the somersault. That makes sense. I knocked into something anyway. I keep losing height. Okay. I'm trying. I just don't know how you do that. I understand, like, the concept, like, if I'm somersaulting, like, I'm gonna, and I keep pressing B, it's gonna continue to have me jump. A Y then a B. Well, that makes a difference. Yeah. That's all right. I felt that I felt it. It was gone before I got up there. Ah, that was an A. That was an A. That was not a Y. So almost. All right. I think let's. I wouldn't say it's straightforward, but I think it's doable. Okay. Yeah. I'm just not getting there in time. Just not getting there in time. Don't want to be negative, but bro, get good. Well, yeah. I don't disagree with that. Ah, shit. Keep knocking in the... Why not practice activating the air shine spark by just jumping first? I could. I... Okay. I want to get like the muscle memory of like okay. Okay. Wait, that's okay, that's not exactly right. Okay. Mm. Ah, pressed A. We're getting close. I feel like I pressed Y and then B. Alright. Just need to get up there. You can't get up there fast enough. You have to reactivate the Shine Spark in the slide unless you can jump faster. My goal is to try and just not suck at jumping up there. I've gotten up there plenty of times, like onto the platform. It's just inconsistent. I might try the elevator again. What the fuck? I might try the elevator's side again. Although I don't know if that's necessarily going to be easier. Okay. I have to like maintain the height though. Like I have to stay in the air. I still feel like even when I'm getting up there in time that it's just not it's actually not in enough time. Let's see. Okay. It's just not intuitive for me. I'll try it from this side again, although I'm not sure if that's gonna necessarily be the most helpful, but I'll try it. Yeah, I just feel like it takes too long. There's like too much delay with that. Okay. I'm just not getting up there in time. Huh. All right. Um, I'll take just a little short break and get some water real quick. Hope he comes back with sunglasses and a mustache. Well, if I had seen that beforehand, I would consider that alternate universe Tyler. Please, 10-minute ASMR while I fall asleep, Tyler. You have such a soothing voice. I'll try. This is your perfect opportunity to change shirts and return as Jimmy. Well, Jimmy will have to make some more appearances. All right. Whoa. That was cool. That wasn't what I wanted to do, but that was cool. I wonder if we could use that. What kind of gamer drinks water? This one does. I lost it there. Tyler, you should reach new audiences and play the Mousetrap and include board games on your live streams and how to cook with cannabis. Yeah, let's just start playing like board games like Sorry and Risk and Monopoly and Scrabble. It's perfect for a sci-fi channel. That said, I do play Mario, which is not strictly sci-fi, or not sci-fi in any way, shape, or form, really, other than, you know, I don't know, it takes place in space a little bit, Mario Galaxy. Oh, that just didn't work. Okay. That's weird. We'll try this a few more times, and we'll move on. Ah. I just want to see if I can boost into that wall. Yes, okay, I can, but I can't use it as a ramp. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to practice off stream, I guess. Like, you know, midair shine sparking, because with my headache, doing it right now is not really the most bearable thing in the world. I feel like I have a headache every time I come on stream. I don't know what to do about that. Here's a missile tank that we haven't gotten. With some missile blocks. And feel like you'd have to... we can check it out. This is another one I've had trouble with because I just am not exactly well versed on how to, how to get it. So like, yeah, I can destroy the bomb. Actually, I don't want to waste one right there. And destroy the missiles. Maybe flash shifting. I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna work. Hey, Cody, thank you for the 5. I appreciate that. For the effort. I appreciate that. Yeah, I did put in some effort. Was it enough for everybody's liking? Yeah, maybe not. But I appreciate it nonetheless. I'd like to destroy this without having to use the power bomb. Oh, God, come on. Alright. I should have destroyed these two while I had the chance. Okay. I think this one's doable. There's not enough time. Hot tub stream win. Exactly. Shit. Okay. I just need to get better with the timing. Okay. Now I'm here. Okay. Of course I can't shine. I can't flash shift while I'm morph ball form, obviously. Sell the tub water. Oh my god. If you want more views, show some skin. You should Shine Spark challenges waste so much time. You know, that's how I feel, Cody. That is how I feel. I'm glad we agree. There's a new Alien board game named Fate of the Nostromo. Cool. I like Alien. You could stream shoots while I and shoots and ladders all by yourself with no other players. I think that's the saddest thing I've ever thought of. I know, right? Use the multi-bomb, the worst upgrade. I feel like, well, I mean, that makes the most sense. I feel like I've tried that. I mean, I'm just worried about the pitfall blocks. Yeah, no, I know what you mean, Jake. I absolutely could do that. I just don't want to waste them. Although you're right, it's like wasting them for what? You know, well, why am I worried about that? But use the cross bomb to get across the fall through blocks. Oh, okay. That was not the cross bomb. It's been a while since I've used that. So that's just going to be R and Y. Okay, yeah, okay. That explains a lot. Yeah. Okay, there's probably several areas where I could have gotten some extra items if I had remembered that. Okay. Well, okay. That's not what I meant to do. Alright, you, Hold R and press Y. Well, I feel like that's what I just did. Oh, Christ. Okay. Oh, okay. I need to actually hold the stick. Okay. Wow. He's learning, guys. Okay, I messed up the timing on that. I don't want to waste the power bombs on this lowly little block. It's not worth it. Okay, that was... I mistimed that. Let me just practice doing that. Wait, hold on. Okay, don't roll. Okay. There's like 2 or 3 places in Dread where they make you use the cross bomb to get upgrades exactly in this way, and then it has no other use. Right, yeah. Flash shift to get to the other side. Well, I feel like I tried that already. What the fuck is wrong with me? Okay. There we go. Just took a little bit of patience. Something I feel like I lack occasionally, but when I don't, it pays off. Just roll... Yeah, okay, just roll solid to the right. Mother was able to pick up the alien ship's transmission. They get the colonists and aliens. No, didn't pick up the same transmission. Might have to do a... I don't know if I will do a review of the Alien movies, but definitely some Alien content. I'll have to go back and watch all of them again. So they're fun. They're fun films, and you know it's fun to see like work from different like auteur directors. Like, you know, you got your Ridley Scott in his style. You've got your you know, James Cameron. You know, they got distinct visions, but it, you know, they both are enjoyable. Hold on a second. Here's this whole area of the map that we haven't filled in yet. I feel like we need to go take a look at that. Maybe save, because it's been a while. Well done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Getting down there is going to be an event. Yeah. For every 1 or 2 tricks that I can't do, there's still some stuff that I can do. Okay. All right. Okay, I see they're on this side this time, so. Hello? Why can't I get that one? This is the weirdest. Aha! No? Do I need to be over here? What's the deal? Do I literally need to be, like, over here so it can reach? It's ridiculous. What the fuck? You can jump while aiming storm missiles, I think. Okay. Well, you know, that's actually helpful. Okay, but I don't want to shoot it. Okay, but that one's still not getting there, though, is the thing. Okay, we'll try it again. No, I didn't want to shoot. Maybe maybe I need to jump before I... Okay. Shoot. There we go. Okay. There we go. Wow, a new area. I don't know what that was. Energy tank, energy tank. Okay. Oh, but I can't get it though. Oh crap. I need to, like, I guess I need to, or can I not? Can I not? Huh. Okay. How do I move that? I mean, I know how to move it, but, like, how do I aim to move it? How am I going to get room for that? I hate pitfall blocks so much. Because, like, if I stand here... Yeah, I don't have, like, anywhere to stand. This is weird. That's weird. Huh. There exist board games named Toilet Trouble from Hasbro and Flush and Frenzy from Mattel. That doesn't really surprise me, actually. Oh yeah, it's funny, Sabraxis. I was watching. I've spoken occasionally before on some of these streams, I guess, about how I did like a TNG rewatch, like first really major rewatch since since, like the early 2010s. I'm doing the same thing with DS9 now. First time I've seen a lot of the episodes in a while, but I actually kind of paused it over the holidays, and I finished it just, just the other day, and I was watching All Good Things, and then after it auto-played on Netflix a special that they must have aired on, it wouldn't have been UPN, it would have been, I guess it would have been first run syndication like the rest of the show was. But it was a special, like hour special with Jonathan Frakes, and he was giving like a behind the scenes tour of the set and talking about, talking about All Good Things and the new upcoming, Star Trek film, Star Trek Generations. And there was one segment where he was like, now I know what you're thinking. Where are the toilets on the Enterprise? Well, they're right here. And he pointed to like a deck, a specific deck on the schematic. I thought of you. Yeah. All right. I can't, as of now, figure out the best way. I don't know. I guess I can try and use the okay. Yeah, so I can get there, but how do I? Yeah, I just don't see how I can grapple onto that. That's weird. I might come back to it. Okay. What else can we do in Dyron? 85%, nothing to scoff at. That's not bad. Acquired. A lot of this is already acquired. Still haven't been able to get that. I'm not going to try that again because that took way too long the first time. Oh, here's something over here that's flashing. So we can make our way over there near the Arteria transit thing. Thanks thanks for thinking of me at that very moment, Tyler. Well, you are the one who promoted that association. All right, so we're just going right. Don't need to save right now because a lot of nothing. Well, frankly, nothing that substantial has occurred. I really think there's nothing there. Oh, I remember this room. I remember this room quite well. I came here to try and get early power bombs, and I wasn't quite able to, but I think. Yeah, but then I still mastered the jump nonetheless. Okay. I'm truly glad. I'm glad. Ah! I know how to do that. Okay. God, we've got to visit a recharge station soon. Easy. Easy peasy. What's left in Arteria? More speed boost. Yeah, God, I'm really getting sick of this speed boost shit. The blocks that are like totally out of the way. Although, huh? Maybe we can check this out. I don't know. We could try that. It's in Arteria. I don't think it ought to be that difficult. We'll see. Oh yeah, have I gotten this yet? Yes. Okay. Huh. Trying to see if there's anything else I need to. Yeah, I think we're good. So how did everybody feel about the Matrix video? I know we had some mixed opinions on it. I just wanted to ask because it's the last thing that that I released. Not to start any arguments or anything. That wasn't my intent. I'm just curious, just making conversation. I do feel like there are some things in it that I could have explained better, but generally I do like how it turned out. Braxis and I talked extensively about potential issues that might have existed within the script. I liked it. I don't like The Matrix, but it didn't really talk about the movie specifically. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, you know, in fairness, like, you know, some people might say that might have have that as a complaint, like that I didn't talk enough about the Matrix movies, but yeah, I really just wanted to mainly make a video about the simulation hypothesis and how it's basically like pseudoscience. And The Matrix is like the most recognizable pop culture instance of that, right? So I feel like it made sense to make that association. And then we had the aesthetics. You know, of like, you know, the Matrix movies. Okay, so it's over here. I need to obviously like shine spark, but it's gonna be, that one's gonna be tricky. Okay, yeah, there's just not enough room to run. I can run along here though. Okay, not quite. Subraxis says narrative Armageddon. It's funny. I actually was anticipating like perhaps more dislikes on that video than usual, but it seems to be in line with my other stuff, which I'm really happy about. Okay, so we can get here clearly, but we can't exactly like. I was hoping to hear about George Berkeley since we were talking about him in class. Yeah, there's a few things that I didn't explore fully in that video, but I do like how it turned out, actually. I quite like it. Okay. I really am curious what the move is here. But although, as Cody said, these puzzles are always like such a time suck. What else can we get? There's some stuff we can get, right? Acquired. That one's acquired. Huh. It's almost like I have 89% of the items in Arteria. If God is the supercomputer we are inside of, that might solve the limited memory or RAM argument. I actually, there is something I did want to address that people pointed out, which is that in the video, I talk about how, ooh, there's an energy tank. I'd love to get that. Speed boost. God. Is there enough room to run? I just don't know if there's enough room to run. So I talked about like the memory problem, right? So the fact that, you know, Moore's law is coming to an end potentially, or that it will eventually reach a limit, and that, you know, the amount of computing power that would be required for a universe scale simulation. Ooh, I can use the teleporter, but I don't really need to, I guess. You know, would be like just more than we could ever produce, even in an optimistic future. Some people brought up that procedural generation is a thing, and I actually kind of wish I did talk about procedural generation. Because they're right to point out that, you know, only what humans are observing, or whatever conscious beings are observing, is all that necessarily needs to be rendered, right? So that rebuttal makes sense. But again, on the other hand, that doesn't really fix the other aspects of Bostrom's simulation hypothesis that make it pseudoscience, you know. And Bostrom is a philosopher. He's not like a scientist. Philosophy is a sort of a different beast, if you will. The hypothesis of Bostrom's sucks, and in my opinion, casts a negative shadow on the entire video essay. It's like making it about Scientology or stuff like that. Pissed me off by default. However, I like the bits where you impersonate Keanu, among others. I appreciate that. My Keanu impression was was fun to do, and did get lots of love from people. Yeah, about Bostrom's trauma, though. I mean, Sabraxis, I also agree that Bostrom's argument is kind of stupid. In a way. The reason that I picked it, though, is that it is, again, so the pop culture, you know, the most recognizable pop culture instance of the simulation argument or whatever would be The Matrix. The most recognizable scientific, quote unquote, instance of the simulation hypothesis is Bostrom's argument, because he kind of coined the, I think he coined the term, actually. Yeah. What if not everyone is sentient or conscious the way that the whole 7 billion don't need to be accounted for? Boom, destroyed, NPC man. I mean, that would also work, but then you would hate to think, like, okay, but who's conscious and who's not? That's kind of gets into some, like, weird territory. Although, I mean, you're right to point out that it is a possibility. It's just like, okay, you know, you can get in some really, you know, problematic territory when trying to, like, come up with, like, exactly who is and isn't conscious. Another reason it's just pseudoscience, I think. All right. Actually, what I need to do is I need to use the cross bomb, probably. Not the cross bomb, the power bomb. I might be able to do this, actually, I think. Damn it. No, that didn't work. I can't get enough room to friggin' run, dude. I swear. Yeah. I don't know. I hate these puzzles. It's such a time suck. I hate the Shine Spark puzzles. Some of them are fun, but others are just not. Yeah. Where else can we go? We're just kind of like going all over the place, I guess, but that's okay. Speed booster block again. That's really the bulk of what remains, I hate to say. I think that's my favorite conspiracy theory. Limited souls are different levels of consciousness. I don't believe it, but I think it's funny. If you can't rotate a cow in your mind, it makes you an NPC. I don't think I've ever heard that. Counting sheep to go to sleep. That's acquired. That's acquired. That's acquired. Huh. Okay. Some of these I just don't see how you get enough room to get a running start of any kind. I'm not even going to try some of these. I'm sorry. I'm just not. Not right now, at least. I can't take it anymore. I can't take the Shine Spark anymore. Where else can we go that has like stuff that's obviously missing? Possibly Catarus. Yeah. Like, why not try and fill some of this in? I think that's a good idea. Except we're completely we're completely away from where we are. I'll go to a teleporter. That'll save us some time. Yeah. So we're just kind of descending now. That's energy recharge. I can use some energy recharge. That's fine. It's worth it. Where should we go? Probably this one, I guess. Although I think I explored this area last night and couldn't exactly figure out how to crack some of the areas. I think there's probably some teleporters that I haven't actually seen yet. Maybe. There's definitely areas of the map that I haven't filled in. Obviously, it goes without saying. But areas that I haven't just physically been able to access for quite some time. Yeah, it would just be great to figure out how to get here. I just don't know how to get there. There's really no, yeah, there's no blocks to reveal. Just don't know how you get there. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I guess, I don't know, maybe this is cheating a little bit. I actually just kind of want to look at a finished version of the map and see what what it looks like. Arteria, no, Catarus map. I want to see where the areas connect. Whoops. Oh, he just flew right into me. Okay. Huh. It's weird. I'll go back to where the teleporter is, looks like. I don't know, I feel like I ought to have been able to reveal that. Okay. It's in the floor here somewhere. Ah, would you look at that? Whoa. Look how easy that was. That's ridiculous that didn't show up. Okay, new area that we're filling in. Gotta be some goodies. And I will... Shine Spark. Or Speed Boost, at the very least. Okay. Alright. I like the look of this. Uh-huh. See? That was easy. Alright. So we'll do that one more time. Okay, I'd messed that up. Wait a second. Is that only like accessible from the other side? Surely not. You gotta be kidding me. Are there any conspiracy theories you believe or think are cool? That's a good question. I don't really believe in a lot. I think that I definitely don't believe, like, you know, a lot of conspiracies about, you know, aliens and stuff like that, because I just think that we have not been contacted by aliens. But I guess UFOs and stuff, like, the concept is cool. I guess probably the most mainstream conspiracy theory that I hold would be, like, you know, stuff surrounding the JFK assassination. You know, I just think that, and I think most people feel that way, you know what I'm saying, like, that the official story is not the full picture. That's pretty, but again, that's pretty mainstream. Okay, I want to pull up the map again. Because there's got to be... Yeah, I just don't know how you would do that. Unless I'm completely missing something. This is... Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect that was going to do anything. I can't open that, obviously. Okay, but how do you get there? Oh, how do you get there? I don't understand. How do you get there? Do you have to teleport in or something like that? I don't think so. I don't know how you would unlock that. It's very strange. Oh well. I wanna get that. Just don't know how you would do that. Oh, we'll come back to it. What else is on the map that we can do? I feel like we're getting down to where it's just like a few things here and there in each on each map that hasn't been accessed yet. Just the slightest bit. 85% done here. I guess we'll go to another map. Sorry about that. Had to step away for a sec. Family stuff, no problem. Phobia. We've just been taking it very, very slow, I guess, would be my my assessment. While you're here, while you're back, how to unlock portions of this map, because like I can sense that I would need to like pull this grapple beam block from this side, but I can't get past this door. I don't know how to get into this portion of the map. I've tried, like, blasting everything I can, and as you can see, these blocks, it's possible to destroy them, but I guess you have to do that from the other side. Yeah. I believe this crazy conspiracy theory that the U.S. government doesn't actually work for the best interest of the country's population, but instead to select few of the very rich corporations. Yeah, that's another one that I hold up. Wait a minute, I don't think that's a conspiracy. Ooh. Yeah. Absolutely right. Yeah. Can't really do anything there. We can always come back. Exactly. Yeah, we can always come back to that. That's okay. I wanna. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where are we going. Yeah, still that one area. I know, like I said, I know it's more than just the parts that are glowing, but I'm trying to look for stuff that obviously jumps out at me. I wonder if Ferenia has some more. Yeah, gotta come from the right somehow. Must be another entrance hidden on the map. Yeah, we'll have to discover that some other way. Because there's not a I looked at a complete map online. There's not a new teleporter in that area. Huh. Can always try this one. I don't think we've tried that one yet. Or maybe we have. It's the baby blood they drink in order to transport to the fifth dimension and converse with Lucifer in order to breach the laws of physics to mess with elections or something. Yeah, I think so. My favorite conspiracy theory is Hollow Earth. Hollow Earth is also rather interesting. Because it's like, how in the world would that even work? I feel like the Nazis had this weird belief, or some of them did. I also haven't gotten that yet. About that, like that the world was concave, and that all the stars and everything in the sky was at the center of the Earth, and that we were living on a concave surface, and they actually tried to spy on British. They tried to spy on Britain with telescopes pointed at the sky. I don't think I'm making that up. I think that I think I've read that somewhere. I'm sure surely I'm not making that up. I don't think I don't know. Well, either way, that's it's obviously an incorrect belief about how the world works. So. What about Wolf 359 being an inside job? Well, it's funny, Springtime, because as some people have talked about, it kind of was in a way. If you go by the definition of Picard as Locutus of Borg, even though he was not himself, that he played an instrumental role in it, and that's why Sisko was so mad at him in Emissary. And it was like, I would be too if I'd met the man who killed my wife, even if he was himself, not himself. Sorry for this tangent, but I got to share this. I just got a comment 30 minutes ago on my Dark Souls 3 video that said, Phobia, when you're going to upload Sekiro, how long are you going to make us wait? See, that's another reason that you can't trust these commenters, man. Like, he just fucking uploaded it. Ooh. Yeah, I definitely need to use that ramp. Okay. Shangri-La, the hidden valley within the earth, Hollow Earth. Yeah, the one inhabited by giants and lizard people. Okay, so what did I do last time to... I was able to reset. That's weird. Okay. I don't know what I just did. It felt like I was resetting it, but it didn't feel like I was doing anything different with my inputs. Because obviously that's how you get up there, right? Ew emojis. I'm just completely blanking. Try not to somersault and run up. I think that's probably accurate, yeah. But then how do you... Don't forget the Nordic aliens have a base inside Earth. Exactly. Yeah, okay. I did it a minute ago, obviously. I just... For some reason, it's not clicking with me what the inputs succession is. Jump straight up, then tilt to the left. Gotcha. Okay, but better. This is another situation in which you have to shoot to break out of the somersault and then shine spark into the ramp from midair. Lord. Okay, I hear you. There will be a day when this is not as difficult for me as it is right now. Well, okay, that wasn't what I was trying to do, but that that was cool. That does support my theory, Tyler, that very few people actually ever go to our channels instead of relying on the YouTube homepage exclusively, I guess. Yeah, I hate that too, because it's like going to my channel page regularly is going to be like always one of the best ways to you know, like find out what's going on. Oh, okay. So I did that. I didn't exactly reset it. Yeah, I'm not going to be spending too long on these Shine Spark puzzles. Yeah. I hate that too because the YouTube homepage is like real shitty. It is, yeah, exactly. Like I would hate to think that that is how most people find our videos, but it is. YouTube needs a makeover. It really does. Ah. Yeah, I mean, maybe with a clearer head, I could. I'm just not going to waste my time on that. I do want to get this, though. Its users need some initiative. Yeah. Ah, I almost made it. You can't destroy the pitfall blocks with a power bomb, right? So that wouldn't work. The Shine Spark puzzles seem really antiquated to me. They should remove them. I mean, I wouldn't be upset if they did, yeah, or if they weren't here because. Oh man, I wasted so much time on that. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, but you can't. This is the one I was telling you about a few weeks ago as being very difficult. What I'm doing right now. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I was trying to see if you could destroy those, but I didn't think so. If it weren't for YouTube homepage, never would have found Orange River Star Trek clips. Well, you know, I mean, it is good that that existed, and I'm glad you did find me, JB. I think what bugs us though is that returning viewers don't use our channel homepage as much as they should and rely on the YouTube homepage. It's like expecting to find a needle in a haystack. All right, well, I'm definitely not going to try that. Yeah. Too long. I love them. I will say the ones in Dread are especially difficult because they assume you've already done all the ones from the other games. And that's also fair. Like, you know, given that, you know, these are mechanics required to get, like, extra stuff, it doesn't, like, upset me, you know, that it's there. But I'm not going to spend, like, too long on this. Here's another one that we can try, but I'm not very optimistic about it. I will say that a lot of the easy to get, uh, like, new items that you could just, like, destroy a few blocks here and there to get this and that and the other. I already did that last night off stream. My apologies. But, um, I had to practice. I had to practice. And we'll also go this way so we can stop by the save room. We are playing Metroid 5 after all. That's a good point. Ugh. Stop existing, you stupid fuck. that was incredibly harsh. Okay. I hate those things too. I haven't liked Shine Sparks since Super. So. That other one that we could try is the single hardest one in the entire game, in my opinion. It took me hours to get with a lot of frustration. Okay. So this one, right? It looks hard. Okay, we'll still give it a few attempts, but probably move on after that. Move on to what, you might ask? I'm not sure, but something. Ah, I see. Yeah. Okay, so it's like literally the opposite of straightforward. Yeah. Okay. I'm looking at it, and I think I'm not gonna even really put that much effort into trying this one, because I see what's required now. Because you can, it looks easy to get there, right? To get, I keep pointing like you guys can see where I'm pointing. Okay, well, it's easy to get like right up to where these bomb blocks are, right here, but everything above it, we can maybe practice getting there first, but other than that, I was kind of disappointed that it didn't have a Chozo statue grabbing you and bringing you into another room part. Trip to the toilet was a thunderous success, Spraxis. Thank you for filling us in. Although if I did have a trip like that was a success, I don't know if I would feel like, I was gonna say I might feel like boasting about it too. I don't know. But glad you're back. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we got there. And we can destroy these. But at what cost? Yeah, there's no room to run over there. Yeah. Okay, so I see what it takes. I know what I must do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. Adam Driver. Taking his paycheck for the third Star Wars sequel film. Trying to see if there's anything straightforward looking that we could grab here. Even that one's acquired. Otherwise, I'm probably getting ready to wind down. Not that rapidly, but just, you know, slowly. How you doing tonight? What other games do you live stream? I live stream Mass Effect quite a bit. In fact, probably I don't know about next week, but maybe the week after that, or just sometime in March, I guess. I am gonna start another playthrough of Mass Effect 2 using a new character that I I did a playthrough on recently. We're gonna do 2 and 3. And we're going to have a pre-planned route. I can tell you that much. Yeah. Also, Super Mario, occasionally. Oh yeah, let's go here. Let's travel to Gaveron. Then he's going to do Space Channel 5. We knew a Space Channel 5 playthrough had to make it to Orange River at some point, didn't we? Gonna be there also, or going to be there and always love a Super Mario. I'm glad somebody does. I'm glad somebody appreciates my Mario content. As I've said before, you know, I love making Star Trek videos. I do. I just also like making other videos too, and sometimes it's going to be about something that's not strictly sci-fi. Could you imagine trying to play that game while keeping up with chat? It would be literally impossible. Yeah, it would be. And that one guy from earlier wouldn't really appreciate that. How did he get back in? We banned him. I don't understand. Oh, okay. All right, we've been here. But there's also another energy tank that I want to acquire. Or missile tank, I should say. Yeah, I would love another energy tank. Capable of enjoying both Star Trek and Mario. Truly a Renaissance man. Yes, exactly. He live streams Toilet Trouble from Hasbro and Flush and Frenzy from Mattel. Yeah. I told you not to give away the schedule of what the next stream's gonna be. Real talk, though. No, I mean, in all seriousness, though, I actually have considered board game streams, but I don't know. I felt like that people might not watch that. I don't know. I'll have to hook my Wii back up and play Star Trek Conquest, actually. Yeah, why don't I do that? What rules say I can't do that? Star Trek Conquest. Anybody remember that? It's not the best Star Trek game, but it's a Star Trek game. Did he get back in? I only gave him a timeout. Probably should have been permanent in retrospect. I was hoping he would learn the error of his ways. They never do. They never do. I thought you did ban him, but yeah, probably. If he hasn't yet, I will. You know, when I get off, but depends on the game, I guess. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and he definitely got his message in. I can tell you that much. For board games, you need more than one camera. Yeah, that's a good point. You would. Although I feel like that wouldn't be. I was gonna say that wouldn't be too hard to set up. Actually, yeah, it would be kind of complicated. Never heard of the game, but I'm intrigued. It's on Wii. Star Trek Conquest. Yeah, it's on Wii. It's kind of like a strategy game. I've been wanting to play it on stream for a while. It's just really hasn't crossed my mind to actually do it. But I was curious. If enough people maybe haven't heard of it, I feel like that would be a fun part of the stream as well to like say, hey, here's a Star Trek game that you might have never seen before. How would we know you wouldn't be cheating while you play? For the board games, that's also a good point. You would have to have two camera feeds going on at the same time, which is doable, but difficult. Do you have a way to capture the Wii's annoying analog video? I put annoying in there by accident. I guess you could play it on the Wii U to get HDMI. That's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to do it on the Wii U. That's what I meant. Just like I did with Super Mario 3D World, which I can play on the Switch now since I have the port. But yeah, I might as well hook my Wii U back up and play some Wii U games. Why the hell not? Maybe do that before the next Mass Effect playthrough. I might do it next week. I might do that next week. That's a Star Trek. You know what? That's an idea. A Star Trek themed Q&A, but also a game. Wow. A game stream. Too bad some people won't be able to make it because they... All right, I should probably let that go. The annoying fucking Wii, you ain't wrong. Yeah, what a Freudian slip. Yeah, no, I actually don't have a Wii in my possession anymore. I don't think. Oh yeah, I would love to use the teleporter. How do I, where do I need to go to get what I want? Is it this one? Yeah, it's that one. Is there another one that I'm missing? I feel like using the... I guess I can go to the yellow one. Wait, is that a... No, that's a recharge station. Using the teleporter is literally going to be... Why do we have a landline in 2022? Using the teleporter is literally pointless. So I guess we might as well backtrack. I just, God, I can't. This map is so convoluted. Because they're banned. Yep, they sure are. They had their chance to not act like a fucking idiot. You know? Like, why would you say some of the things that he said to me? Why would you say that to a YouTuber or anyone? God, dumbass. Okay. Access closed. Okay, so we have to go this way anyway. Alright, I need to predetermine the path. How do I get where I'm trying to go? Morph ball launcher. That's not going to take me anywhere. I might have to go in the green teleporter and go to the red. That's an ammo recharge station. Damn, the icons look the same. What the hell? How do I get over there? Because you managed to enter adulthood without developing the skill of empathy. Yeah, apparently. Apparently so. Literally, that sums up half of YouTube comments and live stream chats. Why would somebody say something like that to another person? Oh, they're a lunatic. That's why. Okay. All right. What the hell? How do I get over there? Do I have to come at it from Berenia? Okay, in the interest of not wasting time, I'm just going to get in the closest teleporter, go to Berenia, then make my way up. Hate this part of Gaveron. I have no idea why they made it this hard to traverse. I'm glad it's not just me that is upset by that, yeah. I have to keep opening the map because I can't see where I'm going. Like I said, NPCs, man. You know, I think that guy was an NPC. Yes, do Wii games, please. Excellent. Yeah, I'm open to it. I mean, I'm glad somebody actually actively wants me to do that, because I was, one of my concerns has been like, because I actually do listen to my audience a little bit. Like, I'm not completely oblivious. Like, I was just like thinking, would people actually be interested in that? Well, here you are. Well, so I thank you for that, my friend. Okay. So we need to get up here. Can we use the cyan teleporter to get up there and then get up to Gaveron from here and go where I want to go? Can you even do that? See, that access is blocked off. I might have just made a huge mistake. Maybe not. No, I don't think I made a mistake. Did I make a mistake? No, it's the kids that are wrong. That dude was like a game's first mini-boss. A mild inconvenience. Certainly was. And it took us two attempts to get him to go away. Oh wait, no, I wanted to go to another teleporter in Barinia. That's right. Just a shortcut. Yeah, I'm very glad. I'm always enjoying your content, Star Trek or not. Have you ever played Mario Super Sluggers on the Wii? It's so much fun. I have not. There's actually quite a few Mario games I haven't played. I've played a lot of the 2D and 3D platformers, but not like a lot of the sports games, which I might check out, because I actually do like enjoy Wii sports and stuff like that. Speaking of which, Phobia, I don't know. Are you allowed to talk about the beta tests that you may or may not have participated in the other day regarding something Nintendo Switch related? I don't know how that works. You can also play Star Trek's 3D chess against your audience. Yeah, that's true. Weirdly, Orange River is randomly really good at Mario 3D World. He did the full game in one stream within just a few hours last year. Yeah, less than 7 hours I did it. I might do it again. I'll fucking do it again. I actually might, because what I did was not an actual speed run, so I might do an actual speed run. I love 3D World so much. I now that I've played Odyssey, I would say that the movement in Odyssey is like a lot better. 3D World's more limited, but 3D World's fun. It's so much fun. We'll save right before we go up that elevator. Didn't have to sign an NDA or anything, though I have had to deal with certain beta tests in the past. Okay, so how was the Switch sports beta test, if you feel like sharing or not? Up to you. God, I have to go all the way over here just to get up. Okay, I guess I do. Is it the new Strikers game? Yeah, I'm curious about that as well. Kirby's Return to Dreamland is one of the best games from the Wii, in my opinion. I've 100%ed it. It's just so much fun. I actually haven't played a Kirby game. I might want to do that too. I have tried Star Fox. I think I started with the wrong one. I started with the one for the Wii U, and naturally it was not intuitive, so I stopped. But I probably ought to play, like, I don't know, a better Star Fox game to get a better impression, because I do. And I'm kind of curious. I don't think Phobia and I don't know if we've ever talked about Star Fox. What your impressions are of that franchise, or maybe we have. All right, save real quick. I was in the beta for the online multiplayer Wii Sports sequel for the Switch. They added several new events, and the whole game is very competitive focused. It keeps records and stuff. I like the sound of that. I actually really enjoy. I saw Swordplay as one of them. I actually really enjoyed Swordplay on the Wii Sports Resort. Does anybody remember Wii Sports Resort from back in the day? That's what I created my Mii for, or I just for the Wii, I guess. Don't need to play in order or anything. I started on Kirby's Return to Dream World and just sparked my love. So even starting with that one is good. I just recommend. Good deal. I'll keep that one in mind. Star Fox 64 is the most nostalgic game ever for me. Love it so much you should definitely play it. I might, because I actually been wanting to get back into Star Fox. I say, you know, I admit that I have been saying a lot of, oh yeah, that would be cool if I did do this. It would be cool if I did that. I might do that one day. I'll think about it. I'll add that to the list. Like, I actually am genuinely interested in playing new games on this channel. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, you know, we have an eternity to do that. Well, close to an eternity. If not a literal one, then a practical one. Yeah. I've never really thought that streaming would be like necessarily like the future of my channel or anything like that, but stuff like we're doing right now, I enjoy. It's too bad some people aren't here anymore to enjoy it because they got banned. Really not a big Star Fox fan, just because I don't really like the rail shooters. Star Fox 64 or Star Fox Assault is definitely the best. I wouldn't touch anything else in the franchise for sure. Fair enough, yeah. Return to Dreamland is a phenomenal game. I've heard a lot of good things about it, yeah. My favorite was Chambara, which is like a Japanese sword fighting. It was very accurate to the motion of the Joy-Con. I loved it, and I could see speedrunners obsessing over it. Awesome. I'll have to get Switch Sports. Upcoming Space Marine 2, you can play something brutal from Warhammer 40k. That's another franchise that I know will have to make it one day onto the channel. Oh yeah. Oh crap. Okay, this one's kind of hard to get. I remember, but I think I can do it. I went off too early. Crap. Hate the cross bomb. There we go. That was not too bad. I remember struggling against that one weeks ago. Kirby's Adventure on NES is phenomenal. It's a Game Boy Advance remake of Nightmare and Dreamland. It's phenomenal, and its Wii remake, Return to Dreamland, is also phenomenal. Imagine that. There you go. TNG or TOS, if you're up for some Star Trek talk, always. It depends. I know that Phobia's favorite is definitely TOS, and I'm doing a DS9 rewatch. That's my favorite. I don't know. I alternate. I feel like those three consistently will juggle between the top 3 spots on my list. Like I said, DS9's always been my favorite, but you know, I'm gonna see if it holds up in my mind. I've always praised it as like the best, even though it's darker. TNG. I don't know. I feel like I would go TOS over TNG. TNG started out kind of somewhat derivative, and when it did get good, it got really good. It had more chances to be good than TOS because it had more seasons. I don't know. I just there's just something about TOS that just still hits. You know what I mean? Like it's classic, and it has some of the best, most measured moral dilemmas and ethical conflicts and everything. DS9 arguably more so, or just as much, but TNG was a little at times a little too like sterile in its approach. Although it's obviously a classic in its own right. Star Fox 64 has to have the best voice acting ever. The actors are literally giving 100% all the time. You love to see that. I mean, that's why I love playing Mass Effect, because there's so much passion behind the voice acting in that as well. It's almost like voice actors are actors in their own right. United Nations will be meeting over Ukraine in 6 minutes. Yeah, we'll have to see what comes of that, because it's definitely getting scary. It's definitely getting scary because they're, like I said, they're mobilizing. The original Resident Evil is definitely up there in terms of voice acting. Here's a lockpick. Here's a lockpick. I think you, the master of lockpicking, will find it useful. What a line. Exactly. Another franchise I haven't played, but never say never. Jill literally is almost crushed to death. You were almost a Jill sandwich. Stuff like that. Damn. All right. We're kind of going in circles a little bit. As you can see, Elon is 100%ed, so there's really no reason to go back there. God. Well, Hunubia is 66%. There's obviously more that we can do there. Acquired. Or is there? Boom, boom. Vsauce music. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that shouldn't be too hard. Okay, let's do that. Let's go there. Let's do that. Let's go there. It's my Valley Girl accent. And then I feel like that probably will be like one of the last few things that we do, because we've been all over the map today, which is good. We did finish. We destroyed Ravenbeak. You like to play Castlevania? It's like one of my Japanese animes. I'll one up you and argue that the greatest is Metal Gear Solid. That's another one that I'll have to check out one day. I never have played it, but I kind of wish I had, because it just seems like kind of up my alley too. Hold on a second. Okay, yeah. Those blocks I wasn't able to oh, excuse me, really do anything with. That was pardon me for saying this, but that was a wet sneeze. I hope you can forgive me. Yes, so this is roughly where we need to be going. Although, I say that. God, what the Phobia, you're right. This map is just too complicated. the hell? Okay, I'm here. You are here. Samus, you are here. I wish these weren't actual quotes. Yeah. Alright. I can teleport there. And go up that way. If that's even necessary. Or I can just go down this route. Oh, no, I don't need to teleport. Wait a second. Fuck! Oh, I can go around. Okay. That passionate that was. Okay. So I can go this way. Oh. No. Yes? Yeah. Oh. Oh, totally. Okay. It's like, what the... What in God's name is going on? Was your wet sneeze also a thunderous success? Maybe I would call it a success, Braxis. It was successful in that it produced some phlegm, and I imagine that most people don't really want to hear me talk about that. Finally. Alright, we're going. Also quite the voice acting in that game. Oh, Castlevania meets Dracula. Die, monster! You don't belong in this world! It's not by my hand that I am once again given flesh. I was brought here by humans! Metal Gear Solid is just one of those games that will probably never happen again. How AAA games are made nowadays. I know exactly what you mean. Yuck. The toilet man says yuck when I'm talking about my wet sneeze. I unironically think that the voice acting in the game fits well. It's like a B movie. That's awesome. Alright, we can demolish this. Easy peasy. Piece of cake. Piece of cake? Oh, it's a human expression. It means it was easy. I am Tosk. Just got through watching that episode last night. And, okay, now I remember why that was hard, because the access keeps getting cut off whenever I try to Shine Spark. Or Speed Boost. Same thing, pretty much. Oh, okay, I remember why this one was so hard. No! I have to go all the way around. Got to go. It's din time. Thank you for sticking around, Jake. I really appreciate it. You've been a big help today. And I'm glad that you were here. So, see you next time. That took way too long. If Konami cared about Metal Gear Solid, they wouldn't have fired Kojima. I'm doubtful that we'll ever get remasters or remakes of the series at this point. Good job on the win. Thank you, Jake. I appreciate it. It was I was going to say it was earned. That's for other people to tell me. But I did feel like it was earned in a way. So yeah, thank you. You're not banned. There you go. Alright, I'm not going to waste my cross bombs again. I mean my power bombs. Unless I feel like it. Alright, that's enough. Okay, we got another attempt at this. Okay. All right. I feel like standing on this edge is good. Ah. See, I can destroy those, but then yeah, see, okay, that's why this one's hard. I love that episode with Tosk. It's often misunderstood in the community. I was even thinking it one time writing an essay on the outings plot themes. It really was a good episode, and so strong and so early in the series too. I don't think I've ever heard a lot of people talk about it. How is it misunderstood? They think that I don't know. I'm curious. And I think it's at this point that it's probably good to just call this a good day's progress and maybe kind of sit back for a few more questions before we go, since we got people filtering out. We've covered so much of the map today. Thinking of writing an essay on fictional media for fun. Yep, you're definitely one of us. It's what I do for sure, and it's what Phobia does too. That's kind of the point behind your chat. I'm just echoing that. Oh, what a day! What a day! Been so hectic. Ooh. So guys, we did it. Sorry if that me switching away was abrupt. Lots of people made fun of tasks akin to Packlud's as if he was well slow. Yeah, I think that's definitely not warranted in the slightest. Yeah. He was not he was not unintelligent. He was Tosk, you know. Yeah. Okay. I guess I haven't heard that discourse. People are feel like you have to be like willingly obtuse to think that to get that out of that episode. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a dick. Yeah. No. No, I like that episode. I would love to see a Switch Sports stream in the future on this channel with full body green screen action. Might even have to hop online with you. Dude, that would be epic. We've got to do that. We've got to do that. I was a little bit skeptical of the controls because I saw, like, you know, you attach like one Joy-Con in one place and another Joy-Con in another place, and you know they got to communicate with each other, and like with like volleyball and stuff like that. But if it works, it works, and I'd be glad to do that. That'd be fun. Um, where is Death is Only the Beginning? I know, right? Oh, it's too bad he's missing this because we're just chatting now. We're not. I'm not playing a game. We're just chatting. All right, that's enough of that. um, yeah. Let's see. What can we talk about? I guess the one thing is the next week's video, or this week's video. Yeah, it's in less than 4 days. We are talking about Klingon history. What part of Klingon history, you might ask? Klingon spaceflight specifically. I was very thrilled to see the response to my community tab post announcing this video, that people are ready for this. I'm kind of worried that I might not answer everybody's question, but that's what future videos are for. It's a very specific video essay about the history of Klingon spaceflight, and yeah, I can see more videos about them in the future as well. But yeah, so I'm really excited about that. he spiced it up in here. Um, he certainly did. That's one way to put it. I think you're right. I think only soccer requires the leg strap, but I might be wrong. Soccer wasn't in the test. I reviewed the rough cut today. Good. I'll look at your notes. I was curious to see if there's any ways it could be improved, and so we'll see if we could uh, take a look at that in the next few days. It's funny. Um, God, the dude emailed me. For such a small tuber, you sure are an arrogant jerk. When people are making suggestions, you should listen, or you will be a nobody. You will always be a nobody. Way to make yourself look pathetic. He even misspelled that. In front of small subs, you do have. Hope you fail. Yeah. Well, that's not really what happened. just just notice you got a haircut, right? I certainly did. Yes. Thank you for noticing. I was getting a little tired of the long hair. So in other words, you have to suck up in order to grow. I don't think that's right. Just joining your chat. Fuck that guy. Yeah. Well, we talked about that earlier. I'm sorry that you're coming in just now when we literally are about to finish off. I guess we can chat for a little bit. Desperate fuck right there. Yeah, exactly. I guess he got his attention. You know. Yeah. Um, I thought he might email me. Congratulations on getting that deep in someone else's head rent free. I know, right? God. Seriously. That's a nice email he sent you. Yeah, we just got through playing Metroid for 3 hours, Joey. So I am a little pooped, but we'll keep the chat going for a little bit longer so we don't so we don't have to go immediately. But I love your Star Trek video covering the post-atomic horror. I'm sorry you ripped your hazmat suit. Thank you so much. That was a fun video to make, and yeah, I was a little disappointed that I tore it up, but it was all muddy and gross and outdoorsy anyway. So I'd had it for 6 years though. It was really cheap. So glad you enjoyed the video. It's growing. Let's look at it. Uh, what is it at now? $221,000 views. So that's pretty epic. It's still in fourth place, but it's growing steadily. And yeah, it would be nice to have a 1,000,000 view video one day, but we'll take that when it comes. I don't know if it's going to be Ancient Civ or something else, but yeah. Anyway, next video, Klingon spaceflight, and then Turians after that, I believe, is the next one from Mass Effect, and then Changelings, and then everything after that's going to be a big surprise. Nothing huge, but just some video essays you might not be expecting. Wonder if you could report that email to Google as harassment. I think you could. I actually think that might be worthwhile. You'll get there. Thank you very much, Joey. Yeah, I might do that because that's just everything that guy has done has been totally out of line today. Yeah. But God, he's really is desperate. Like I said, he's getting his free attention. Yeah. Let's see. Let's take a look at the stream. Been going steady. Yeah. It's like I said, I hate that there's so many people joining in right here at the end where we're uh, have finished playing the game. So any last chats that people want to get in, um, I'll be perfectly happy to answer any. Looking forward to Turians. I know you are. Phobia. That's gonna be a fun video. Let's see. Hmm. I recorded this earlier. So as you could tell, that was on a dead attempt. Um, since my health was so low, but it was pretty impressive that we were able to do that today. It's okay, pal. Take a break. I'll catch you again soon. No problem then, y'all. I'll go ahead and wind down the stream in a few minutes. I usually stream from like 5 to 8 on Mondays, so I'll catch you next time. At this point, it's like, all right, let's take this guy out. He's irredeemable. Yeah. As the Batarian preacher says on Omega, humans are a blight on the galaxy. You, sir, are a blight. Rolls in like I'm not 3 hours late. Hey, Debbie. Sorry that you missed the action. Good night, Joey. Thanks for stopping by for a few minutes. I appreciate that. UN Security Council is meeting now. I think I'm going to go ahead and turn my switch off. Did we use... Yeah, we only used a little battery today. Yeah. I would look into Ukraine situation. I just, yeah, I'm on like my browser or something, but I think everybody can do that on their own time. How'd it go? It went really well. I beat Raven Beak. Excuse me. I destroyed Raven Beak in less than, I feel like it was less than 30 minutes, less than 30 or 40 minutes. I got through that fight. Obviously, that was after hours of prep. So it was the 3 hours from 2 weeks ago and then 1 or 2 hours practicing today before I came on. But yeah, if you watch the playback, you can see it all unfold. I needed the rest. I think I'm sick again. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, good night, guys and gals and guys. Thank you for being here, Sabraxis. I appreciate that. I'll follow up with you in the next few days about some of the scripts and the rough cuts. Appreciate all you do. Thank you for the super chat from Cody earlier and everybody else who's here. Thank you so much to Phobia for modding. And I guess we are winding down, as a matter of fact. It's like high school again, just rolling in like I haven't missed the important part of day classes. Yeah, like I said, I didn't mind staying on for a little bit longer, but it does seem like people are going, which is understandable. So because it's very early in the morning over there in the UK where Sabraxis is, and Sabraxis always makes it a point to stay as long as he can. As does everybody else. Make sure you're drinking water. Oh yeah, don't worry. This glass is empty, but I've been replenishing it plenty. So, you're talking to Debbie. Okay, I definitely need to go. because I'm getting delirious. I am also drinking water, but yeah, you should drink plenty of water too, Debbie. Um, yeah, it's clearly I'm losing my mind. So, oh yeah, check out Phobia's new Sekiro video, where he dives into glitches you can do in that game on the current patch. Um, yeah, I think he linked earlier, much earlier in the chat, but you can visit his channel, youtube.com/phobiasoft, and subscribe while you're at it, because he and I are somewhat in the same ballpark, in the same league, subs wise. We both need to keep the growth going, and if you subscribe to Phobia, you'll also get not just Dark Souls related content, but also stuff like Metroid, um, other franchises, more Metroid videos coming later in the year. If I'm allowed to talk about your schedule for a minute, and other Nintendo stuff as well. So we'll watch the playback. Excellent. You get to see where all the all the action and all the craziness, to put it one way. So thank you all so much for being here, and I will see you Friday at the premiere of my next video. Actually wrote that with the implication that it could be directed at either of you. Good deal. All right. See y'all next time. Peace.